How long have you been here, Hassan?
Maybe 2 weeks.
So you felt safer in Liverpool even though you were living in this tent?
Yes.
Hassan came to the UK on a small boat across the English Channel. Now he's sleeping rough on the edge of a Liverpool housing estate.
Where I go, what I do, nothing. No money, no anything.
His tent leaks, so a refugee charity has bought him a new one.
It's wet through, isn't it? Let's get the new one up.
But local residents aren't happy that he's here, as we're about to witness.
Not happening, maybe don't want this round yet.
No.
Like, got all the neighbours all worried.
What's your problem with this?
Imagine that was your house and your kids are playing and you've got him tent camping out here. You better get moved tonight.
It is a clear example of the tensions that exist. The government says Britain's asylum system is broken. The taxpayer is spending £6 million a day putting asylum seekers in hotels. So the government's response has been to quickly clear older asylum applications to save money.
The initial asylum backlog is down from 92,000 to less than 20,000. We've returned over 22,000 illegal migrants.
But clearing that backlog has had a significant knock-on effect. It's piled even more pressure on a broken housing system. We're inside an asylum charity in Liverpool, and the vast majority here have problems with housing.
It's very hard, very hard.
Al-Fadal has lived here for 4 years already. His wife Selma has just been allowed to join him from war-torn Sudan. They're caught up in the housing crisis, told they're not a priority for a council house, and they're not alone.
I don't have any place. I went to train station, outside train station. I'm sleep there. Where can I need to sleep with my wife? I'm afraid for her. Last night, I sit there here, on this side and that one here, until 12. And then one security told we can go.
I feel very sorry for them. And this case summarizes the system now. He's just an example of how many cases I've dealt with.
Is he better off here, or does he think he's better off where he came from?
Where he comes from is a country where is a civil conflict, Sudan, and no war. So it's better here, but it's like...
Better here, but he's on the street.
In the street.
Asylum seekers are not really seen as valuable as the rest of us. And that's
Ewan Roberts has been working with people seeking asylum for the last 20 years.
The government have been very keen to clear backlogs. What's been the effect of that?
Well, it's several effects, really. One is to increase homelessness. People are coming through the system so quickly now, with leave to remain. They're recognised as refugees, but there's no accommodation for them. What they've done is just push the burden onto somebody else, whether that's the voluntary sector or local authorities or other statutory homelessness services. So they might have solved one problem, but they've created another one.
So show me where you've been staying.
I'm still here, this side.
Al-Fadal takes me to see where he and his wife have been sleeping. It is a bitterly cold corner of a busy city street.
How long can you live like this for?
No more, because it's very hard for me and for my wife. That is really very hard.
Liverpool City Council told us it's dealing with an unprecedented homelessness problem. Clearing the asylum backlog has, they say, put them under enormous pressure. The government told us, we have always met our legal obligations by providing support and accommodation for asylum seekers who would otherwise be destitute. As the legacy backlog reduces, we continue to work with local authorities to manage the impact of asylum decisions. But the Red Cross warns that more than 50,000 refugees could be made homeless by the end of this year. Hassan is living in limbo. His asylum claim was rejected on a technicality, but he is allowed to reapply. But with no phone or address, this seems impossible.
I need now just go back to my country. I don't want to stay.
You know, much of the immigration debate recently has all been about Rwanda and whether, as a country, that is a safe destination for the UK to send asylum seekers.
But there are now, of course, growing calls that thousands of asylum seekers could be made homeless in this country, calling into question whether the UK is a safe destination. This is not the answer, is it?
Maybe not. Certainly isn't. But the option of going home isn't there for many of the people we support. And this man has an entitlement to reinstate, refresh, continue a claim for asylum in this country.
The odds are stacked against him. His dreams of a new life fading by the day. Nick Martin, Sky News, Liverpool.